Hello, YouTube. Today I want to talk about something new, but it's not really something new. It's about the Bible Genesis in the beginning of how God created the heavens and the earth and Adam and Eve. Um, I've been studying this for a little while. I already got to the Exodus, but I think y'all could, for in the comment sections, y'all can learn with me. Um, the creator at work. In the beginning, God created the heavens and earth. The earth was formless and empty, and darkness covered the deep waters. And the spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the waters. That's Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. That's 2. We give a brief outline, basically, because the Bible go really into detail. But they said day one, let there be light. God commands light. It was good. Day two, God separate the skies from the water on earth. You know, and day three, God separates the land from the water, and then He creates plants. You know what I'm saying? Then day four, God creates the sun, the moon, and the stars. Day five, the fish and birds fill the oceans and the sky. Day six, God creates land, animals, and human beings. The seventh day God rests and declared creation was excellent. Which is, I have a question with that because, day three, God separates the land from the water, then He creates plants. But day four, He creates the sun, the moon, the stars. I mean, scientifically, if you just want to say scientifically, because everything that has breath comes from the sun. So how you can't create plants without the sun? So that's a really good question. I really want y'all to answer that in the comments because I'm really confused on that. You know, and then when I was reading and then all this stuff, and then he said this is another one that I said I'm trying to get it. I don't know what it is. It's on Genesis for chapter 1, verse 26. He said, "Let us make human beings in our image, to be in our light, and to be like us." You know, let us make human beings in our image to be like us. Right? Who is us? If God is the one being, and then I was like, okay, they might be talking about the Trinity. You know, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit to be like us, but I mean, I could see that theory working because at the same time, it's like um, we all one in a thing, in a sense, because we are fathers, we are sons, and we do got a Holy Spirit to be like us. But I heard somebody, I was on YouTube, this other dude, this white dude, Jewish dude, was talking about it, and he was talking about kings, and kings usually say in a higher power, used to say they be like us, and all that. And then I was like, maybe that be it, you know, or he could be talking about him and the angels, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like us. But if we're gonna be like us, because before God created heavens and earth, Lucifer was in heaven, so we like him too. Because when we ate the apple, we could become sin. So we like him and God at the same time, which is kind of confusing. So I was like, man, I said, man, let me put this on the internet, see if people could understand, you know, because I'm a Christian, but you know I'm really trying to throw myself into this. But it's a lot of stuff I'm not just going. I'm gonna ask questions. It's not like I'm gonna look at it blindly, like, whoa, that don't make sense, right? You know what I'm saying at all. And then I like this little book. Oh, I forgot to show this little book. I mean, at first I tried to buy a Bible, and I mistakenly bought this book. I was mad for like 4 months, but then it took me 4 months to read it and found out this book is a little bitty. This book is nice. It's a complete guide. It's a complete guide to the Bible. It's by Stephen M. Miller. It's a pretty decent thing, though. You know what I'm saying? I got my little Bible right here. You know, and I can't. You know, I can say the Holy Bible. This is a New King James version. You know, I like this little Bible. I only like it because it's letter and I can't really see and it got big words in it. You know, and it got bigger words. You know, the Bible be having them little bitty brackets. And then I like it because it got little bitty words, and they have, you know, stuff like thou and shall and all that mess, but they break it down till you understand it because you read the regular King James version, you just gonna be just looking at the motherfucker. I tell you that right now. I couldn't get right now. In jail. It was the only time I got past Exodus, and if I read it on my own, like that's why I say I got to put this on the internet because this is gonna help me be more in my faith because I'm not gonna get past Exodus. I mean, that's it. Because Moses' story is 4 books. Well, yeah, it's 4 books. You got, Exodus. You got the D word. I forgot that name is. You got motherfucking Numbers, and then they got a lot of stuff because it's going to lead on to Joshua, and I can't get past Moses' story. And then I said, I need to put it on the internet so I can help me get past the Moses story, so I can, understand it better. So that all that being said, I just want to ask a question. They said, like this thing asked questions. Like it made me think, like why the fruit was off limits. Is everyone's guess. Perhaps Adam and Eve aren't mature enough to eat the fruit that give insight on good and evil. Maybe God intends to get them later, which is true. I mean, they asked the real simple question, and they said why God is off limit. I mean, why the fruit is off limit to everyone's guess. And I think the fruit is what's really off limits because you got to think about it. God didn't create Adam and Eve as a boy and a girl. He created them as a man and a woman. So they was naive. So you got to think about it like that. God was raising a man. You know what I'm saying? So the little theory said what came before is the egg or the chicken. The chicken came before. So God created Adam and Eve as a man. He didn't have prior experiences like how we could look back on our boyhood or your girlhood, and he didn't have prior experience. He was born like that, and a lot of people get mad at Adam because and Eve because they ate the apple, and this is a serpent. But they, it's naiveness. They didn't know no better, But see, God don't understand sin, so He punished them, but still cared for them because He could have, killed them and wiped them off existence and start all over. But God for all loving, He let them. It's gonna be harder because you ate the apple, you disobeyed my obedience. But in the same time, you gotta understand Adam because because Adam was born a man, he was the first, so all the weight was on his shoulders. He didn't know all the weight was on his shoulders. He's the first, and then you got Eve. She's the first woman. You know what I'm saying? So it is as a female, as all females deal with emotion. As men should deal with logic, but we tend to our females, we do deal with emotions. A lot of men get caught up in that. So you got to understand, because you can't blame Adam and Eve like I did the same thing. I get caught up with females and with emotions because I love them. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I can't get mad at them. If I said, I understand what I was going through. So, and then after they ate the apple, they got banished and everything. So Adam and Eve got banished, and then you got Cain, and they went out from the gardens and the gate, and you know how hard that was when you got getting kicked out. Like people get evicted from homes. Imagine you get kicked out from paradise. And then you gotta live in wilderness, and actually you gotta work, because they ain't had to work. They ain't had to do, everything was provided for them and it was catered to them. So it's like, and then you have to actually gotta work. You actually gotta go on hunt. You actually gotta do this to protect and provide for your family. That's not an easy task. And besides, you the only motherfucker on earth. Like, some real shit. You the only motherfucker here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but He created all. This is another thing I'll be having a question about. He created all boys, and then I remember it was like, somebody was telling me, it was like on the internet saying some blasphemous shit because it raised up questions. They said women is not angels. I said if that's the case, then how the hell we reproduce? Because we reproduce through Eve. You know what I'm saying? Men lay the seed in Eve, but we've been born through a woman. So how is no women angels? Mind you, because when I say that, because they said the angels and the sons of God marry human women. So if it's no, like this one, that kind of threw me off with that, because if the sons of God marry human women, but Adam had all boys, you know what I'm saying? You got to think about this. It was only one female, you know what I'm saying? It was Eve. Adam had all boys, right? So how is no women angels? You know what I'm saying? Because I personally believe that Cain, you know what I'm saying, when he killed Abel, he set them out, put that little thing on his head, and then he set them out. He built, because Cain built the first city called the Canaanites. It was a city of Canaanite, not the Canaanites, but Canaan or some shit city. Can't say the word right. If you're a Christian, you understand what I'm saying. And then it's like he built the first city, but he met a woman there who was a woman. Gotta be an angel. I cannot see it. Like that's gotta be an angel. Like self. Really, the lineages of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and Esau and Moses and Jesus and David and Samuel and all them came from the lineage of Seth. So Seth was, he did all that. Who he slept with? An angel, and then he can't sleep with no boy angel, right? They can't reproduce. Like men can't reproduce. So it's like he slept with it was got to be women angels. You know what I'm saying? So that one right there, I can't stand that right there because it don't make sense. Like you can't just tell me that. Oh well, yeah, the angels slept with sons of men. That's what it's giants and stuff. Okay, yeah, but it was. I think it was angel. I know it's angel women because I can't see it. If that's the case, if there's no such thing as angel women, then why God created Eve? Even though he saw man was lonely on earth, he saw man was lonely, but he could have created another guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, be honest. Like, if he didn't have to, take the rib and make a female, so it had to be female angels. You know what I'm saying? That's stupid. I'm sorry. I told you I'm trying to say stop saying stupid, but and then they also go into details about when Adam sinned, the sin into the earth. Adam's sin brought death, so death separate. So death spread. I don't know why it got separate, but death spread to everyone, for everyone sinned. You know what I'm saying? That's Romans chapter 5-12, and everyone sinned. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has sinned. That's Romans chapter 3-23. This is stuff I outline. The world's first sin somehow changed God's creation in a physical way, even to the point that genetically altered sin. I really don't. That's some Bible experts. I really can't see that because I don't think it genetically altered nothing. It just made us see the sin because like Adam and Eve were just so naive to sin. They couldn't see it's no sin, Definitely it's on YouTube. And it's on YouTube, and God made YouTube so y'all could fornicate all the time y'all want. So it's like, that's really, you can't sin. It was impossible, you know what I'm saying? So, but they said, and experts are speculating that it's like eating forbidden fruit contains a chemical that trapped our DNA sin switch, and then, no, it's not, because when, I believe personally that when Lucifer did his little thing in heaven, he got to tripping, and God didn't kick him to hell, he kicked him to earth. You know what I'm saying? That's where the serpent came from. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he tricked Eve, because only thing where Lucifer tried to do is he just try to entice you to sin. This is when you look at Earth, it depends on how you look at it. I think it's God ruled the world, but God did kick Lucifer out into to Earth, and this is his new hell, or his new heaven in his mind, his new heaven, and he just trying to persuade humans, because God loves us so much. He just trying to persuade humans to turn against God. He did that with the angels. So he did that to angels. He made and then he did that to angels and made some of them turn against God. So, but when you think about that too, and that's another thing to itself, that we're not the only ones with our free will. If Lucifer is able to make, well, actually, if Lucifer could turn against God, and then he could persuade angels to turn against God, that make um the angels have free will? You know what I'm saying? They have free will too. You know what I'm saying? And so, only thing Lucifer can do that's just on Earth is that he only can entice you to do sin. He can't really put a gun to your head. He'll entice you to sin, temptations. You know what I'm saying? He make things sound good, but you just got to use common sense when it comes to Lucifer. That's all it is, and believe in God. And then God work in mysterious ways, because sometimes he, and like in the book of Job, even though I'm skipping a couple books ahead, but even in the book of Job, it tells you that Lucifer got to go through God to put sin on you. And like that's when the saying goes, God will not put no more than what he could bear on your life. And yeah, so, and then with this in Job, we gonna get to that later on in this year. We gonna get later on this year, probably next year. Later on, because God got a lot of books. But well, tomorrow I'm gonna talk about what sons of God married woman. I'm gonna talk about Noah and the flood, and I'm gonna talk about Abraham. I'm gonna talk about Abraham and Sodom and Gomorrah, and then the day after that, I'm gonna talk about some. No, keep on going. But these three, I think I could cover it. Yeah, pretty much. And then love you guys. And I really want y'all to comment, because it just helps me understand. And I read the comments, I real answer back. And because I really want like to have a discussion about this, because this right here, they have some other stuff, but I ain't really outline that because it's kind of rhetorical. Like the serpent deceiving Eve, like you won't die. The serpent tells her, your eyes will be open as soon as you eat it, and which is true. You know what I'm saying? It's a false truth, but it's true. Your eyes will be open and you eat it, because it's gonna be open with good and evil. But he's not telling you that. That's how the manipulation works. You know how people manipulate you? They tell you something that's good, but they tell you the truth, but they don't tell you everything. You know what I'm saying? That's how that's how he put it, like, in your eyes will be open, but you be open to good and evil. You know what I'm saying? That's what basically he's telling you. But Eve, like I said, Eve Eve is naive. You know what I'm saying? God didn't create her first. You know what I'm saying? So she just looking like, it is. You know how females be. And then and you will be like God, knowing both good and evil. Well, he did kind of tell her. He did tell her that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, he did not lie. Yeah, and they said the dog always lie, but man, he did not lie on this one. I'm saying, he said I just read that part, and when I read capital reading, I said just shut the fuck up, and he told her this Genesis chapter 4 and 5. He did told her, and then she convinced Adam, for disobeying God, they got kicked out. Ooh man. Walking out of paradise. I know he was looking like, they walked out to Eden, like, and they looked out outside. God, you serious? What the fuck we going to? What the fuck? Like, Lord, please. But see, the problem is, you think about another time in the story. I just thought about it. I was just about to end it. I was thinking about another thing is, God was walking around Eden. Now, listen to this. God was walking around Eden, screaming out, Adam, Eve. He walking around this. You know what I'm saying? So Adam saw God, Eve saw God. They know God. They seen God. Like for us, we got a die to see God and stuff like that. No, they seen God, because before they ate the apple, death was not there. So, they saw God. Oh man, I know that. Walking out that crap, man. Walking out that paradise and walking to this bullshit here. I don't know. They was like, damn, cause shit. Right now, I ain't even did nothing. I got an ache. I got an ache in my motherfucking back right now. I ain't even did nothing. I ain't did nothing but talk to y'all. It's amazing, man. I can't wait to get on live so I could just talk to y'all and I get my subscribers up and like so I could talk to y'all so we could understand this as a nation because I'm going through it, trying to find out about myself, and I'm a not antisocial person. I need to talk to somebody, understand this. Everybody else I got. Well, I cut off all my friends because they was thugs and they don't and have shit. I didn't know all of them don't believe in God. They don't believe in nothing. So I was like, dang, I'm kind of by myself here. So I just want to talk to you all. You all love you guys.